Hello. A small play on words. Vocabulary. What does this mean? Vocabulary. Words. As it says in the Bible, somewhere in the beginning of the Bible, the first was the word. Okay? The words are spells, basically, as you may know or you have heard. And the words are swords. You can hurt people with words, basically. And vocabulary is, I think, the root of all evil. Why do I say that? If you put vocabulary in the gematria, first you have here 12, which is the reversed 21, which means the 777 Hoax code. Here you have 72, or double 7 if you reverse it, which is 14, which is Lucifer's gate. So you have the 7 code here. Here if you add 1 plus 4, 5 plus 5, 10, plus 7, you have 17, which is 7 into 8 transformation. You are transformed by vocabulary, aren't you? That's why you went to school. That's why we went to school. We are transformed by the vocabulary, basically. The vocabulary is the problem. For example, when you go out with some friends of yours and you go to have a beer, and they start using some vocabulary, that doesn't imply that you are dumb. You're basically not using their vocabulary. They're a specialized vocabulary. They're talking about their field of expertise, and you are left out of the discussion, for example. You cannot follow. Or maybe if you're watching this video and you are not into gematria and you don't understand what I'm talking about, the 7 code, the 7 into 8 transformation, but if you want to know more about that, you should watch some videos of Dave J. Those are things that I grasped from Dave J. Yeah, which is an outstanding YouTuber explaining the code of creation. And again, a disclaimer, I said it in a previous video, I don't get everything of this code, but simply just understanding 7 code, which means sevens. Yeah, you have the 777 here, you have the 777, you have the 7 into 8 transformation. Those are ideas that I grasped by watching a lot of videos from Dave J. Okay, so you have the code, the hoax code, and vocabulary is about talking to people, hoaxing people, bringing spells on people. Yeah, you bring spells by your words. And interestingly enough, let's take a look at the results by the Jewish gematria, for example. Some of those are interesting. A little gravy dad. Yeah, a little gravy dad. But you can also read it as grave and dead, because vocabulary can lift you up, but also vocabulary, the bad words, will put you in a state of death, in a state of cognitive dissonance, let's say. Yeah, so you're like the dead. Yeah, you're like the dead. Demon cannot be removed from him. Yeah, the demon. The words can actually put a demon into you. Yeah, just trust in your soul. Yeah, go within. That's where God is. Puzzle pieces. There are some interesting things here. Women are parasite. I don't necessarily subscribe to that. COVID hyperborea. Anyway, let's take a look here. Illuminati. The truth, of course, the truth can be shown by words. Hunter Biden, that's interesting. Let's go further down. Communism. Gift from God. You remember in the Bible, in the New Testament, when the apostles received a gift from God, they were talking about the words weren't theirs. Yeah, so those were words from God. Their mouth was moving, but they were not in control. That thing, that idea. There are some other interesting things here. I think yeah, so for example, Masonic logic. Yeah, Masonic logic. Masonic spells. Put by words. Put out by words. Satanic evil doctors in hell. You remember how doctors can actually kill you spiritually by their words, by their vocabulary, where you're listening to them and you don't understand their vocabulary and you are thinking, what is my disease? What's going to happen to me? But the first thing is the vocabulary, the root of this evil, of this problem, because you don't get their vocabulary. You actually have to forfeit to these doctors. They might be evil or they might be good. Yeah, so you might have met some good doctors in your life, or some bad doctors, people that might lift you up, or they might put you down. So this goes for everything, actually, for all the people that you meet. The words can be used as swords, or they can be used as, I don't know, feathers. They might tickle you and lift you up. But the vocabulary is what it is. Yeah, I guess this is the root of all evil, because by words you are hiding your intent. This was just a small talk video on vocabulary. Alright, I'll see you around.